monster rips me from the light and drains the life out of me. I thought I could escape. Pipe dream. As I trek through the dense forest, I think to myself, being human is not romantic. We are not chic. In fact, I am convinced that we are the lowest forms of intelligent beings in the universe. Regarding Earth, we have no supreme value, only the kind we assign to ourselves. Save the planet. Ha! The planet will be here long after we are. We need to save ourselves, but we are too tribal to unite and make it happen. Oh well, every tribe for themselves. As for the monsters, well, let's just say that we got out of the food chain only to be thrust into a new one, and we don't even believe it. Monsters will always prey upon us, in the shadows, in our homes, out here in the woods, even inside our bodies. Many are ugly creatures, but many of them look exactly like us. We make movies to make ourselves the victors, that somehow under impossible circumstances we persevere in the end. It is our need to see ourselves defeat our fears and preserve our existence. In the end, we are all doomed. But the real monsters will always destroy us. It is in their nature, and we are powerless to stop them. There is no hope when it comes to them, yet we cling on to it like a false prophet. The ending of any horror movie that defeats a true monster is flimsy at best. It is the worst part of the film because it is unrealistic. We are not supernatural. Even our technology is unmatched. It is as flawed as we are. In real life, we go to battle and lose. But somehow there is a balance because monsters know that if they wipe us out, there will not be a source from which to feed. Like all other species, they need to survive. So they maintain the balance. It is only we humans that unbalance existence for our own purposes. In that respect, we are worse than the monsters themselves. We pollute, we waste, we steal, we destroy lives and livelihoods. Most people have never killed, but we might as well. The way we conduct our affairs. Mr. Smith in The Matrix was right. We are a virus, and monsters are here to keep us from getting out of control. Unfortunately, we are spreading too rapidly. Eventually, something must give. It is getting dark. The night creatures are emerging from their slumber and are creating their music tapestry. I am 1 mile away from the log cabin where I'll be staying with my friends. We are all hedge fund managers, and we are celebrating another great year. We have killed it, as usual. Everyone else drove up here. I decided to take a 10-mile hike, and then I'll drive back with my friends when the weekend ends. They respect my outdoor nature, but they joke that one day I will be bitten by a wolf in the woods, and they'll have to shoot me with silver bullets. Thanks to mainstream media, people think that all hedge fund managers are greedy and corrupt. One Bernie Madoff, and we are nothing but a bunch of scumbags. The media even tried to blame us for the housing crisis of 2008. Watch the movie The Big Short. It was the lenders. We helped the economy bounce back, but that will never get reported. Read Forbes magazine, too. There was a time if you wanted liquid assets, you went to an investment banker. Now you come to us. We provide capital to businesses, so we help grow the economy, not sink it. And yes, we make a ton of cash in the process. Doing well by doing good. That's our motto. Bottom line, don't point the finger at us. Point the finger at the greedy politicians and corporations for America's problems. I bought a 3,670 square foot, 2-story luxury cabin with 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and 3 garages. My favorite investment. It's a great getaway for me and my friends. I have joked with them that if we had 6 more in our crew, we could be King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Of course, it wouldn't be complete without Merlin at our side. Up here in the mountains, the December air is brisk and the temperature is just above freezing. My thermogens are serving me well. Besides, I have conditioned my mind to withstand these temperatures. I always do winter hikes, and I do a cold plunge every morning. It's good for discipline. If you condition your mind, you can handle anything. I love my tribe. I will fight for it, maybe even die for it. It's all I have. No wife, no kids, just my tribe. Dog eat dog world, always has been, always will be. So, as I continue navigating my way toward the log cabin, I reaffirm the reality of life and the world. It's important to be clear about the way things are. You never want to be caught by something you didn't see coming. But I did. There are no bears or mountain lions around. I did my research of the area before I bought the cabin. We don't need anything predatory around us. We of course have to deal with the occasional raccoon trying to get into our trash, but the view is gorgeous. We sit on the porch, drinking beers and watching the deer and the squirrels, taking in the fresh mountain air. As the old Milwaukee beer commercial tagline goes, it don't get no better than this. I have always been attuned to the beauty of the natural world, which is my sanctuary. Here I can decompress, detach, with all the sounds massaging my brain. 60-hour work weeks is my usual grind. My industry is like a prize fight. If you're not on top of your game, you can get knocked out. Up here, life is simple. I need this. One day, I won't be doing anything but this. My plan is to retire young, and then it is too quiet right now. I stop. I have done the risk assessment 1,000 times. My pack is 30 pounds, so I will be 40 seconds slower per mile. Cell phones don't work out here, so I am on my own. I have a knife, pepper spray, and a stun gun. I need to get to the cabin. Contrary to popular opinion, zigzagging won't help. Running in a straight line as fast as you can is the most effective way to escape anything. I have never experienced quiet like this. This is unsettling. Time to run. Okay. 3, 2. I am paralyzed. The monster is in front of me. There is no Merlin to save me. In this moment, I feel like I have brought this upon myself. This monster is only doing its duty. Now I am to collapse under its power. It didn't have to be this way. All I had to do was to be true. But I am too flawed to ever be that. This feral creature will rip me apart, and I will be nothing but gristle and bones to be fed upon by the critters that scurry around this earth. This soil is soaked in the blood of those before me. I will be no different. All hail to the balance. It is huge. Its insides are long enough to swallow any human being whole, extract their meat and toss their skeleton out from its body. It's its own cleaning machine. First, it will sever the head. Then it will remove the clothing. Then it will bring the body into itself, and then the meat stripping will begin. Then after it is done, it will push the skeleton out of its body, then bury it deep into the ground. But you would never know such a creature existed because it does not walk around as such. It is small, like a gnome. It looks quite affable. It waddles, it sings, it's a delight to be around. Then it smells corruption and it springs into action. First, it sprays a heavy knockout agent, rendering a body unconscious. Then it grows into this tremendous beast, and then it does its work. It senses what you will do in the future, and it reacts. It is a seer, unlike any seer you may have known about. It only goes after the evil and wicked. It can lure you into isolation, then it captures you and prepares you for its feast. It is amazing how such incredible power can inhabit one small body, but as they say, great things can come in small packages, and it is a small package. I was hit with this gel-like substance from its mouth, and I was immediately knocked unconscious. I awakened extremely groggy, and then I saw the gnome transform right before my eyes. It was grotesque. I think it wanted me to see it and then experience the pain while being alive. I guess it felt I did not deserve to die in my sleep. I needed to feel what I was doing to others. It was inevitable. Remember what I said about the mainstream media and one Bernie Madoff, and we are nothing but a bunch of scumbags? Well, add 6. We conspired in an airtight scheme, and we just raked in ginormous amounts of cash. There will be people who will lose their homes, jobs, savings, everything. We didn't care. To paraphrase our hero Gordon Gekko, it is the survival of the fittest, a zero-sum game. Kill or be killed. Somebody wins, somebody loses. That's how it is. Take it or leave it. So, we are celebrating. We won't get caught. We won't go to jail. And now we are filthy rich. And now we will all soon be dead. I can speak like this even though I am dead, because my spirit is alive, trapped in hell. That is a deal between these gnomes and the underworld. Our spirits get locked in these woods to be tortured over and over again. No one can save us. We are all doomed. The price is right. We did. We have done it. And now we pay. Actually, no. We are stuck in the trees, and only the wicked can hear our cries. It is deafening to them. It drives them insane. And then the feast begins. A gnome knows that when someone is corrupt, they will hear the tortured sounds, and then all is confirmed, and then it will hatch its plan. You can hear the low moaning, the howl of the captive spirits, ghosts, agony-ridden entities who deeply regret their actions. Or do they? Something odd struck me when the real estate agent showed me the cabin. It was perfect. Almost too perfect. And the agent had an eerie quality to her. It was as if she had a hand to play in the coming events. Strange, although it is a remarkable cabin. It had been on the market for a year, and no one had come to see it. It was as if the cabin was waiting for me. "I see you," the real estate agent sings as she looks up at me. How could she see me? I am dead. I am a spirit, trapped in this tree. You're wondering how I can see you. Well, I commune with the dead, and the dead told me you are a bad boy, and so are your friends, and they will share the same fate. But I wanted you first, because you are the ringleader. You are the one who is the most despicable, all those lives destroyed, and you don't care. You are a narcissist. But look at you now. All that money you made, and you cannot spend one dime of it. And now, all you can do is moan in pain for all eternity. From the intensity of her eyes, it was clear that she had been doing this a long time. She was a vessel, an intermediary for the monster who dwelled in these woods. She would draw the wicked to this place, and the monster would eat their flesh and condemn their souls to eternal hell. In my most desperate voice, I made my plea. Take it. Take all of it. Everything I have is yours. Just bring me back to life, please. Too late for that. You sealed your fate. Your body is gone. There is no paradise for you now. And eventually, all those families will get their money back. Mark my words. And with a big smile and a wave, she walks away. It was devastating, the financial crisis of 2008. The lives and livelihoods of so many were irrevocably changed. Despite new policies and changing administrations, things would never be the same. Ironically, the crisis inspired me, like a Gekko disciple, to be one of those who never got caught. And for a moment, I was untouchable, and it felt exhilarating. We transferred our plunder to offshore accounts. When the time was right, we would cash out and either live large in any island we chose, or one that we owned. It was a brilliant plan, and it worked like a charm. Until it didn't. For here I am, trapped in these woods, a tortured soul, for now and forever.